We want to try this again. For we jump to keep jumping to the next thing that's on the news would be no better than the newscast itself. I'd try that again because if that's a subtle form of irony, that's terrific. But no one is. It's not going to be perceived that way. But these are the shows people watch. Okay? I mean, right. About healthcare. By the way, it's a very serious thing. Whether or not people have affordable healthcare, whatever you. That's about as serious an issue as I mean, that's serious. So what's happening? What's happening is this. Right. That's how the sort of show starts, and there are other clips that follow like that. But just to take the one snapshot, you know, um, the congressman comes out, right? He said this is the clip. He said America needs leaders who'll stand for principle, and right now Obamacare isn't working. All right, and then they cut to a clip of uh, the movie of the Wizard of Oz, in which the lion, or Dorothy tells the lion something, and it's sort of it's something to do. It's sort of it's what people are going to perceive of. It's like a joke about I don't know about the president. Not it's hard to figure what the joke was, but has to do with Obamacare being like I don't know the flying monkeys in the Wizard of Oz or something. But that's not the point. But something a subtle form of irony. Let me back up. When the news is a clip of a congressman, they represent. I mean, that's serious. These people represent. We just send them to sort things out. People are in economic distress. People don't have health care. The kinds of things that pass for that they can get away with this too. What makes a statement, it should have some content that should at least go together. No, he said America needs leaders who'll stand for principle. That's sort of just a doesn't really mean any. I mean, it's just okay, principle. But and they said Obama right now Obamacare isn't working. Well, we've talked about what's in another video. What's going on with that? It's not like we don't know what do you mean working? People are getting affordable health care, but there's a problem with the website, and also people are getting threatening letters from their insurance company saying they'll drop them. That's what's actually going on, but it's not working. We don't know what that means. People actually are already getting health care. Nobody would find out if you had time to watch the whole speech Obama. It turns out that that they actually when they got this when Romney put public health care into Massachusetts, they have almost universal coverage. Everybody likes it. There's affordable health care for everyone in Massachusetts. And that's true. People say they really like it. Apparently, when that sort of rolled out too, it's in the very beginning, only 5% of the people were signed up. Then within a year, it's like almost universal coverage. Okay, so that's that, and we have the same sort of phenomenon happening. It's a problem with the website. But there's just a problem with the website, but that's being fixed. Okay, but what's interesting is they cut to that clip of the Wizard of Oz, and although it was meant to be a joke about something with the president, here's what we can say about that. When L. Frank Baum wrote The Wizard of Oz, the book, the people are finding out now a little bit. That book is actually it was a metaphor for the issues of the day, which were the monetary issues. We have monetary issues today. Currency is an issue, but he wrote that book as a monetary metaphor at the time. And you could write a book like that was a metaphor for the monetary issues in the country, because at that time we had an informed population who actually knew about and discussed intelligently things like the currency and monetary issues. People were discussing those kind of things. That time has gone. They were operating before cable news. They were an informed population that you could write a story like The Wizard of Oz, and that's about the monetary issues, because people knew about that then and could talk intelligently. Okay, no, at this time what we're living with is a totally uninformed population that just the way in which they're uninformed is this kind of imposed ignorance of their representatives say chains of things that don't go together, and you don't know what it's referring to. America needs leaders that'll stand for principle, and right now Obamacare isn't working. Doesn't really mean anything. That doesn't really mean anything, and those two statements don't go together. To say all the things that are wrong with each of the statement and why that has nothing to do with principle is pointless. The point is that's what's coming over the news. Sound bites like that, right? Ironic, they cut to a clip of The Wizard of Oz when L. Frank Baum wrote that people were not only able to discuss things, didn't live with just chains of sound bites coming in, and had a clear enough head to discuss the monetary issues of the time. Now that's unknown. I mean, you can't discuss issues of the currency and things with regular people. No, they're busy hearing, but they accept it. It was to say that people are propagandized. I mean, that's a kind of abuse on people's consciousness. Just keep playing clips like the clips of statements like that one after the other. It's kind of psychological abuse on the public, but that's why they're not like the public was when we didn't have cable news, and they could, in L. Frank Baum's time when he wrote that story, people could discuss things. There's a kind of like psychological abuse in our propaganda system.